straks tegenover nog wat stapeltjes. Je merkt inderdaad van de fluit heel erg of ik heb heel veel spin-outs.
How to become an Olympic champion in the wind sport. As windsurfers we will be focusing on the iQfoil, which will be held in Marseille in the southern part of France. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of the Windsurf Coach. My name is Remco and I had some questions for the Olympians at Vandenberg that might just help you to become the next Olympic champion in windfoiling, or who knows, maybe wingfoiling in the future.
Ik heb eigenlijk ook wel deze foto toegevoegd.
I was lucky enough to do an interview with Sara Wennekes, our representative for the Netherlands on the iQfoil in Paris. Then I spoke to Stephan van Berg, who won the first ever golden medal in windsurfing. Next on my list was Max Castelein. He is campaigning for 2028.
It's a lot about improving yourself and following your own road. And I do believe that also the group of people that you have around you that are helping you, it's really important that you have the right people that can help you. And yeah, I definitely think that it's really important to have a lot of fun, to not be scared to make mistakes or really do something different, think out of the box, and also to really do what helps you to improve, to stay close to what you really believe in. So.
But do you make any mistakes? You're an Olympian, right? You don't make any mistakes.
Oh, I make way too many mistakes all the time, which is super frustrating, but also, yeah, it's also the part. I guess that's maybe fun, that you always have something to improve. Yeah, and the better you can actually improve and the better you handle those mistakes and the learnings, I think that's a really important part of doing, yeah, and becoming better.
So if you fall, that's not a big problem?
Of course not. Because you get up with a big smile and you say, okay, how am I gonna, yeah, try, how do I get better at this? How do I make sure I won't fall next time? Or maybe you fall again, but you find a way to fall less often until you can master maybe, yeah, the techniques onto a really high level.
Sara Wennekes, thank you very much. I think that's some great advice for the next generation. Good luck, and I hope you will reach your goal in 2024, and we'll be all cheering for you. This guy doesn't need an introduction for the old windsurfers, but maybe for the next generation, the foilers. Could you please introduce yourself?
I am Stephan van Berg. I right now 62 years old. I was a really successful windsurfer in the 80s. I became world champion for the first time in '79, and I was Olympic champion in '84. And I went to the games also in '92. Between that period I was surfing the PBA World Cup. Lately I am doing a lot of wingfoiling, and of course I'm running also my business as vandenbergsurf. We are right now in our beautiful location in Almere, and our hometown shop is placed in Horen.
Okay, you say you started out on the windsurfer Olympic campaign, you won it. It was the first, right?
Yeah. It was like, oh wow, my sport is going to be an Olympic sport. So I made the decision to go for the Olympic sport and give the World Cup, which is also starting at that time, and sort of like a timeout, and concentrate myself on being an Olympic sailor.
If you compare the windsurfing with the windfoiling, do you do any windfoiling anyway?
Yes, I do also do windsurfing, and of course the game is different, but also so much exactly the same. All the technical part, we heard this evening, the problems with these Olympic athletes are talking about. I mean, it's completely the same kind of world. The game is tactical difference, and that's also really nice to see. For instance, they like to have a starboard start, but you just have to make more tack, because during the tack you lose a lot of speed. In my tack, you lose maybe 1 or 2 meters. If you make a tack on a foiling board, you just do 20 meters. So you don't want to make them any tech. So this technical thing is different. But the game, to go to the left or go to the right, to make that decision after the start, is the same.
And if you look at the athletes themselves, if you look at how you was as an athlete in your first Olympic game and you look at the guys and girls right now.
Yeah, just take the weight decision, yeah? How much body weight you have to be really fast. I mean, I have to lose weight just before the Olympics to go from 78 up to 65 to be successful there in the light wind races. And now it seems there's not a big difference between, that's the good part of this new volume. You have to be heavy. We all know that right now. 95 kilos. It's completely different as a 65 in 84.
So no McDonald's diet for you?
Oh, completely diet. I could only be on that weight for a couple of days. Those days to be on that weight, that was not healthy. Maybe from some guys, it's also not that healthy to be 95 kilos. Even in the light wind races, you need that body weight. I mean, in the light wind races, the light wind guys were absolutely favored. They were unbeatable. But in the stronger wind races, I was really successful with my 68 kilos. So that's the good thing what I learned about this evening is the light wind races and also the windy races, there's not a big difference. For Los Angeles over 5 years, 4.5 right now, that they want to change the sail sizes and maybe the standard weight, which is comparable, will be 90 kilos instead of 95. I think that's a good decision.
What do you have to say to the young viewers who really want to go to the Olympics? How do they start?
Oh, just to enjoy what you do, to follow up your passion. Well, now they all see, oh, shit, I have to be 95 kilos. That will be changed as well. So it is not that important so much. Just enjoy the game and be out there on the water and have fun. It is really important to have fun, to train your fingers. You can do a lot of kind of other things. You can go wingfoiling, for instance, but enjoy the game, because the game, the technical part of it, to fight against the other guys and beat them sometimes and beat them not sometimes, that's the fun thing about windsurfing, about sailing. Yeah.
Just keep the fun in the windsurfing, the windfoiling, whatever you're doing, and maybe once you might become the best of the world. There are billions of people living on this planet. Everybody wants to be an Olympic champion.
The absolute podium is the Olympics. If you're talent for winger, just keep your patience. So maybe in the future wing foiling is Olympics as well, and you get your chance. Just being there is beautiful. It's not that far away. So drive down to Marseille, look at the games there, especially when you be a talentful windsurfer right now, and dream about your future.
Stephan Vandenberg, thank you very much, and I will see you on the water.
Okay, absolutely.
Is it gonna be this year? And first of all, what's your name?
Max Castelein. Unfortunately, this campaign is not for me. 2024 will go to my good friend Luc, but I'm definitely campaigning for 2028.
Where did you come from?
I come from here, Almere. That's where I grew up, and I sailed right around the corner from here on het Gooimeer. That's how it all started.
And did you start windsurfing, or did you go straight to the foil?
I started windsurfing. I have a background in the R6, which was the Olympic class before this.
There are a lot of guys who love to be in the position where you are. How do you get there?
People envy me? Well, it's a lot of hard work and dedication. This is a process that just takes a lot of time. Reading wind especially, we're of course a sailing class. It's something that just takes a lot of experience, a lot of scenarios. You need to have experience yourself and work on the road that is ahead.
But where do you get the right people around you?
Well, they help. For me, they definitely helped a lot. I'm lucky that the environment we have at Team Allianz is the right one for me. But the most important thing that I am starting to realize is that you need to leave nothing up to chance, and you need to go your own route. Of course, that means finding people that are fast, but also people that fit the profile for the type of training you want to do.
But you have still got some studying to do, and how can you ever combine it with school or something like it?
Well, school has to be flexible. If you really want it, it's not the ideal package for your parents, to be honest. They'll have to deal with it, but if you really want it, they'll, I think, understand that some stuff needs to be arranged on the study part. And it's okay to have a little delay in your studies if you really want this. It's such a great life experience that I think everything is worth it, even if I take 10 years.
I can imagine, but is there a special school where you go to? Because normally you're stuck with classes.
I'm enrolled at the University of Leiden. I know that every university in the Netherlands has a flexible program for athletes.
The campaign will be for 2028 for you. When does it start?
It started 4 years ago already.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything you take with you, every experience is a part of the end result. And the moment you quit, from the moment you started, and I say 4 years, but it's even the moment I stepped on a windsurf board, that's the moment this started. And everything along the way is you take with it to the ultimate goal and the ultimate, hopefully, success.
So you're saying to the guys who want to be an Olympian, take at least 8 years?
Maybe if you're lucky you can take a little shorter, but I think 8 years if you want to win Olympic gold is short enough.
I understand that that's your goal.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Sara Wennekes, Stephan van den Berg, Max Castelein, for your time and all the answers that might just help you guys to become the next Olympic champion. Also a big thank you to vandenbergsurf in Almere for organizing the event and giving a bit of insight what it's like to be an Olympian and how you can become one. I really do hope that you liked this video about the Olympians from the past, present and the future. If you did, of course, please leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Windsurf Coach, and I will see you next time. I will see you on the water.